A new day begins, bathed in the tender light of dawn, carrying with it the promise of energy and hope. Across the quiet countryside, life stirs gently as the first rays touch the earth. To come, a figure of warmth and kindness reaches out silently to the invisible circle of friends and loved ones scattered far and wide, sending wishes sown with care and goodwill. From her humble corner of Vietnam, she speaks not with loud proclamations, but with the soft assurance of a familiar presence, inviting others to share in the simple joys and daily rhythms of her world. The gratitude she carries is palpable, a silent song of thanks for the steady company of those who watch and follow her journey. Her voice is not just a sound, but a bridge between distant hearts, a thread weaving connections that span oceans and time zones. Within this peaceful morning, the scene shifts to a small, cozy home where tender scenes unfold with the unspoken language of affection and trust. A tiny baby, fragile yet wise beyond her months, reveals a spirit of understanding that fills every corner with light. This child, in her quiet way, comprehends the busyness of the day and the demands on her caregiver. Without tears, she plays alone, exploring the small world around her with wide, curious eyes. Her gaze captures the infinite wonder found in the simplest things, the dancing shadows, the whisper of the wind through leaves, the delicate patterns etched on the walls by early sunlight. She moves with a grace that belies her youth, content in her solitude, at peace without the need for constant comfort. The calm confidence she exudes serves as a gentle balm, easing the heart of her guardian who watches over her with a mix of love and busy resolve. The caretaker moves quietly through the house, her steps light but determined, tending to tasks with a steady hand and a soft smile. In the background, a playful melody bubbles up in moments of cheer, a tap of hands, a shake of heads, a rhythmic hum that fills the air with warmth. The baby's small hands mimic the sounds, her head wiggling in delightful synchronization, as if part of a secret dance shared only between them. There is a vibrancy in these exchanges, a silent conversation flowing without words, a mutual joy that brightens even the simplest moments. The hum of life continues with whispered encouragements, gentle laughter, and a tender reminder to stay near and safe. This dance of daily existence is both an act of survival and a celebration of love. Outside, nature stands in quiet abundance. Bamboo shoots, fresh and tender, sprout unbidden from the rich earth, promising nourishment and sustenance. The land is generous, offering its hidden gifts to those who know how to receive them. The caretaker senses this bounty and moves to harvest what the mountain provides, gathering the young bamboo shoots with hands skilled from years of familiarity. These shoots are more than food. They are memories, connections to the past, interwoven with the dreams of the future. The caretaker's thoughts drift to bygone days when these bamboo shoots were part of festive celebrations and family meals shared with laughter and love. In those times, meat was a rare treasure, a symbol of prosperity reserved for the Tet holiday when the family gathered in unity and warmth. Such memories nourish the soul as much as the food nourishes the body. The day carries on with practical tasks woven seamlessly into the tapestry of rural life. The caretaker acknowledges the challenges ahead, the sparse resources, the simplicity of their shelter, the presence of the child who depends entirely on her care. Yet there is no room for despair. Instead, a quiet determination fuels every movement. Preparations begin to stock essential supplies to ensure there is something to eat, something to warm the body and heart during the coming days. Rice is brought in, ready for porridge, a humble yet sustaining meal that will nourish all who share it. Time is precious, the baby's sleep a fragile gift that allows a moment to breathe and prepare for what lies ahead. The caretaker moves with purpose but also with gentleness, aware that every small act of care carries vast significance. Help arrives in the form of kindness embodied by a visitor who understands the difficulties faced and steps forward without hesitation. Household items, simple necessities, are brought in carefully and placed where they are needed. There is no fanfare, only the steady, unspoken generosity that softens the harsher edges of life. Milk for the baby is included too, a small luxury that brings comfort and peace. Yet the caretaker insists that such ministrations are gifts beyond expectation, a kindness that eases burdens without demanding repayment or thanks. The exchange is marked by quiet humility and gratitude, a reminder that connection and compassion are the true wealth in this world. Even as challenges persist, the presence of another who cares weaves a thread of hope through the fabric of their existence. Within the modest shelter, every item carries a significance far deeper than its appearance suggests. Pots and pans, basins for bathing, bowls and chopsticks, these are the tools of daily survival. Each household treasure an anchor in the swirling currents of life's uncertainties. The caretaker and the kind helper cooperate seamlessly, arranging and preparing the space not just for convenience, but to foster a sense of dignity and warmth. The baby watches, wide-eyed and trusting, as the adults move with purpose to create a sanctuary from the world's demands. The tasks are ordinary, yet in this simple act of gathering and arranging lies a profound testament to resilience and hope. Despite the hardships, life pulses with moments of laughter and tenderness. The baby, ever the center of attention, continues to play and explore with spirited joy. Encouragement is given freely as she waves her legs, shakes her head in delight, bounces with excitement, and takes in the world around her. Delight in small pleasures is abundant, as is the caretaker's unwavering affection. Bamboo shoots are prepared into meals, filling the air with aromas that speak of home and comfort. The baby eats as she plays, a picture of innocence and contentment, her delight infectious and pure. Every bite is a shared celebration, every smile a balm in the face of the day's toil. The narrative of this day, a mosaic of small yet meaningful moments, reveals the essence of rural life lived with humility, care, and an enduring spirit. It is a story not of grand gestures, but of the quiet strength found in love and perseverance. Through the interplay of shadows and light, through the rustling bamboo and the soft murmur of footsteps, a tale unfolds, a testament to the beauty of simple lives sustained by kindness, courage, and connection. This is a world where every act of care counts, where every smile carries weight, and where hope is nurtured silently alongside the growing shoots of bamboo. The story continues, a delicate balance between past memories and future dreams, all held tenderly in the embrace of a new day. The caretaker's day unfolds surrounded by a tapestry of subtle emotions carefully woven into the fabric of daily life. Behind the soft smile she wears for the world lies an undercurrent of unspoken challenges and steadfast determination. Her every action speaks to a profound sense of responsibility, a commitment not only to provide for the fragile life she cradles, but also to nurture a hope, fragile yet fierce like the young bamboo shoots rising boldly from the mountain soil. The baby's laughter, innocent and pure, rings like a precious bell amid the quiet toil, serving as a melody that lifts the heart and sustains the spirit through long hours of labor and solitude. The narrative of this day, a mosaic of small yet meaningful moments, reveals the essence of rural life lived with humility, care, and an enduring spirit. It is a story not of grand gestures, but of the quiet strength found in love and perseverance. Through the interplay of shadows and light, through the rustling bamboo and the soft murmur of footsteps, a tale unfolds, a testament to the beauty of simple lives sustained by kindness, courage, and connection. This is a world where every act of care counts, where every smile carries weight, and where hope is nurtured silently alongside the growing shoots of bamboo. The story continues, a delicate balance between past memories and future dreams, all held tenderly in the embrace of a new day. Every moment spent watching the child play alone is a meditation on resilience and trust. The baby's ability to entertain herself without complaint or demand reflects a deep-seated understanding far beyond her years. In this self-contained world of exploration, she maps the contours of her surroundings with gentle curiosity, discovering the unseen wonders hidden in the mundane. To the caretaker, this independent spirit is both a blessing and a solemn reminder of the precariousness of their existence. A reminder that even in moments of joyful solitude, the child remains vulnerable to the unpredictability of life in the rural margins. The house, modest in structure but fortified by love, stands as a sanctuary from the uncertainties that lie beyond its walls. Here, every corner echoes with quiet preparations. The gathering of water, the tending of fire, the careful arrangement of clothes and food. The caretaker moves with purposeful grace, aware that each gesture, no matter how small, forms part of a larger choreography of survival. The bamboo bridge she crafts to ease daily journeys is not merely a utilitarian crossing, but a symbol of connection between past and future, between hardship and hope. Its sturdy yet simple construction mirrors the caretaker's own resolve to forge a path through adversity with whatever resources are at hand. Memories from a distant childhood weave through her thoughts, lending warmth to the cold realities of the present. She recalls the rare occasions when meat was a luxury, reserved for special celebrations like Tet. The image of her mother preparing meat stuffed with bamboo shoots is etched with vivid colors of familial love and festive joy. This dish, simple in essence, yet rich in meaning, embodies the caretaker's deepest desires: to reclaim moments of happiness and dignity amidst the struggle, and to pass on to the child the essence of cultural heritage interlaced with affection. These nostalgic reveries are never mere indulgences, but serve as invisible threads strengthening her resolve to create a better future. The arrival of a kind helper symbolizes the unexpected blessings that life sometimes bestows. This person's quiet generosity unfolds in acts of practical kindness, a bundle of household items, a box of milk, each gift carrying the weight of care and understanding. The caretaker's gratitude, expressed with humility rather than words, reflects a recognition that survival is often a collective undertaking, dependent not solely on individual effort, but on the compassion and solidarity of others. The companion's willingness to shoulder some of the burdens illuminates the moral landscape of rural life, where strangers may become lifelines and community transcends mere proximity to become a lifeblood of hope. The interplay between the caretaker and her helper, layers of meaning emerge. The exchanged gifts and shared responsibilities represent more than material aid. They speak to a mutual recognition of dignity, even within scarcity. These moments reveal the complex social fabric that sustains individuals in isolated places, a fabric woven of respect, reciprocity, and quiet courage. Together, they transform the stark shelter into a home that shelters not just bodies, but fragile dreams and enduring faith. The caretaker's insistence that the helper need not purchase milk, preferring to do so when possible with earned money, underscores a desire to retain autonomy and pride, even amid dependence. The baby, oblivious to the intricacies of adult lives, becomes the central axis around which meaning revolves. Her laughter and playful movements bring light to dim corners and energy to weary limbs. She is the living symbol of continuity, of the future yet unwritten. Her delight in food, her occasional mischief while eating bamboo shoots, presents a poignant blend of innocence and vitality that animates the quietude of rural existence. Feeding her is an act of devotion that transcends mere nutrition. It is an offering of sustenance imbued with hope and love. Each meal shared is a silent prayer for health and happiness, a small yet profound affirmation of life's endurance. The rural landscape itself forms a vivid backdrop that shapes every aspect of the caretaker's experience. The mountain's generous gifts, bamboo shoots, fresh air, fertile soil, offer sustenance yet demand respect and labor. These natural resources are intertwined with the rhythms of the seasons, echoing a deep connection between human life and the earth's cycles. The caretaker's work to master this environment, from harvesting bamboo to maintaining the water bridge, reflects a knowledge passed down through generations, a dialogue with nature that blends tradition with adaptation. This relationship, at once nurturing and demanding, frames the narrative of survival against an often unforgiving natural world. The psychological landscape mirrors the physical one, layered with complex emotions. The caretaker's loneliness contrasts with the companionship she finds in the baby and in the occasional visitor. Moments of quiet reflection, laden with worry and hope, punctuate the steady flow of daily tasks. The struggle to reconcile enduring hardships with the persistent yearning for a better life shapes her inner world. It is a domain marked by resilience, tempered by vulnerability, where small victories are celebrated and setbacks are met with quiet fortitude. The caretaker's thoughts often drift to the child's future, to the possibilities that might lie beyond the immediate horizon, and to the sacrifices necessary to reach them. In this unfolding story, the theme of survival emerges not only as a physical challenge, but as a moral and emotional journey. It highlights the delicate balance between self-reliance and community support. The caretaker embodies this balance, navigating the demands of daily life with a mixture of strength and grace. Her tireless efforts to provide shelter, food, and love amid scarcity illustrates a profound commitment to life's basic human necessities. At the same time, the kindness extended by others reveals the importance of interconnectedness, reminding us that even in isolation, we are not truly alone. The small moments of play, the careful preparation of meals, the quiet conversations about practical needs, and the shared experiences of hardship and joy constitute the heart of this narrative. Through them, readers glimpse a world both intimate and expansive, a world where dignity is preserved through effort and care, where hope is nurtured in the face of adversity, and where life in all its fragile beauty persists and flourishes. This continuation of the caretaker's story invites us to witness not just the struggle to survive, but the triumph of humanity that sustains it. The second part of this story continues to unfold, revealing deeper layers of the caretaker's life and the intimate dynamics between her, the baby, and their surroundings, while exploring the emotional and existential undercurrents beneath their daily existence. Each day for the caretaker begins with a quiet grace born from necessity and a steady resilience. Beyond the surface of her gentle smile lies a profound determination to shield the life she nurtures from the uncertainties that crowd the edges of their humble existence. The presence of the tiny baby, frail yet remarkably self-aware, transforms the cadence of their routine into a delicate dance of survival and joy. The caretaker watches the child with a mixture of fierce love and quiet reverence. The baby's ability to play alone, to navigate her small world with innate curiosity and contentment, reveals a precious inner strength uncommon in someone so young. This autonomy is both a blessing, lightening the caretaker's constant burden, and a somber reminder of the vulnerability that pervades their fragile lives. Within the modest walls of their home, every motion the caretaker makes is purposeful yet gentle. She moves through her duties with practiced hands, gathering water from distant streams, lighting the humble fire that will cook their meals, organizing scant possessions with care and precision. The bamboo bridge she is constructing stands as a metaphor for the delicate balance that defines their world, a fragile yet unwavering link between survival and hope. Its structure, crafted from slender shoots, speaks to a deep harmony with nature, an adaptive spirit that refuses surrender. Like the bamboo, resilient against harsh winds, the caretaker's resolve bends but does not break. Memories of a different past infuse her efforts with warmth and determination. She recalls winters long ago, when the rare presence of meat during Tet celebrations marked the height of family joy. Her mother's hands, deft and loving, shaped dishes of meat stuffed with bamboo shoots, a culinary tradition rich with meaning and celebration. For the caretaker, these recollections are not mere nostalgia. They serve as a lodestar guiding her through hardship, a promise whispered across generations that better days await. The longing to recreate these moments for the baby fuels her resolve, intertwining the past's comforting embrace with the future's uncertain light. Unexpected kindness arrives as a boy in their often turbulent world. A visitor, moved by their circumstance, brings household supplies and milk, a tangible expression of compassion that transcends words. The caretaker's grateful acceptance is tempered by a quiet pride. She wishes to maintain autonomy and dignity despite the help offered. The act of receiving aid becomes a dance of mutual respect where generosity meets humility. This visitor not only relieves practical burdens, but also reaffirms the social fabric that underpins rural survival, where community and kindness are as vital as food and shelter. Their interactions are filled with subtle significance. Every exchanged smile, every shared task becomes a thread weaving a tapestry of respect, compassion, and enduring human connection. The transformation of their humble dwelling into a home is marked not just by the placement of pots and bowls, but by the restoration of dignity and the affirmation of life's worth, even in scarcity. The caretaker's insistence on buying milk herself when possible symbolizes a nurturing of self-respect, an assertion that independence can coexist with gratefulness. The baby, the radiant core of their small universe, infuses life with light and laughter. Her playful antics and joyful appetite for bamboo shoots enliven the quiet routines with bursts of innocence and vitality. Feeding her transcends a simple act of sustenance. It becomes a sacrament of hope, an unspoken prayer carried in each bite. The caretaker delights in these moments, finding in the child's happy mouthfuls the purest expression of resilience and the promise of a future brightened by love. The surrounding mountain landscape is both foe and friend, providing sustenance in the form of bamboo shoots and fresh air, yet demanding constant vigilance and labor. The caretaker's intimate knowledge of the land, her skill in harvesting, crafting, and adapting, attests to a bond forged over years, a dialogue between human will and natural generosity. This relationship frames their existence, a testament to survival shaped by tradition and tempered by necessity. Emotionally, the caretaker's inner world is a complex terrain. Loneliness shadows her moments of calm, yet companionship blooms in the baby's presence and the kindness of visitors. Her reflections oscillate between worry for the precarious present and hope for the child's distant future. Resilience and vulnerability intertwine in this psychological landscape, revealing a soul steadfast in the face of relentless challenge. The quiet moments, whether steeped in fear, hope, or simple love, deepen the narrative, enriching the story with the raw honesty of lived experience. survival emerges as both a physical and a spiritual journey. It is the delicate equilibrium between self-reliance and interdependence, between hardship endured alone and light shared among others. The caretaker exemplifies this balance, her every action a testament to love's power to sustain life's barest necessity. The kindness extended by strangers emerges not as charity, but a vital lifeline, reinforcing the fundamental truth that community, even in isolation, is essential.